No surprise here, Massachusetts is a state filled with places rich in history and tradition.
Yeah, but tonight our political editor, Joe Battenfeld, decided to veer off the beaten path to bring you some of the strangest places in Massachusetts.
There's the history, the landmarks, the beauty, the people, you know, the relatively normal attractions that make up Massachusetts. But if you look closer, you'll find there's a lot about our state that's just, well, strange. How weird is Massachusetts? To answer that, we turn to the author of a new book about our state's weirdest sights.
Massachusetts, I think, was not such a strange place until about 10,000 years ago when the people arrived. Yeah. And then things started getting weird.
What better place to start our tour of strange places than the Massachusetts State House? What is on top of the State House?
A pineapple.
Olympic flame.
Yeah.
In honor of Mitt Romney, right?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't work at the State House, do you?
I do work at the State House.
Do. What's on top of the State House?
It's a pine cone.
Give this guy a round of applause. Not far from the State House, head over to the Skinny House.
9.5 feet on the inside, it's 10.5 feet on the outside.
That's right, a family of 4 actually squeezes inside this North End home.
I don't think of it as strange anymore because I've lived here for 9 years.
The house is so skinny, the front door is an alleyway, the biggest drawback finding furniture that fits. And hope you don't mind climbing stairs. Here's a house you definitely don't want to live in. Tucked away on Boston's Long Island, this dilapidated building used to be an FBI safe house where notorious criminals like mob turncoat Joseph the Animal Barboza sat and hid before giving testimony.
It was a great spot to bring people and have them protected while they were witnesses.
The very end of the island, you'll stumble on a strange group of large letters. But what those letters spell is not so strange. Kennedy.
John Kennedy was running for president.
So it's a campaign sign.
Yes.
One that's still visible to passengers on planes heading to Logan Airport. And from planes, we go to trains. But to catch this one, Jim Metcalf has to lead you down a path behind his Needham home. Make sure you follow the tiny birdhouses where deep in the woods, he's built a miniature train. In fact, it's become an entire town with its own strange inhabitants. It's taken Metcalf years to construct the tracks and more than a few cocktails for inspiration. Do you think it's kind of weird to have a train set in the middle of the woods?
I would prefer to say it's unusual.
And if you think that's strange, try taking a walk to an old quarry deep in the woods in Linfield, where you might be shocked and slightly creeped out to find this.
Strange days.
A huge rock wall painted with bones.
We don't know what it means, why it was actually put here.
And just to add to the strangeness factor, there's actually an inscription. Take the knowledge that you will someday be these bones and enjoy now all that is precious. Wow, that's deep. And if you're looking for other strange messages on stones, head to Concord's historic Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, final resting place of Thoreau, Hawthorne, Alcott, Emerson, and Sheila Shea. So just who the hell is Sheila Shea? Well, she thought you might ask that.
I think it was her way of saying, you know, hey, I'm here too.
How strange.
And if you're still not weirded out by now, head over to the old gym to find Tufts University's storied mascot, Jumbo the Elephant, or
whatever was left of him.
Yes, poor Jumbo's hide was burned up in a fire at Tufts in 1975, but his charred ashes live on, thanks to a quick-thinking assistant of former athletic director Rocky Carzo.
He went up and scooped them up in that jar and brought them back, and it happens to be a peanut butter jar.
Do people ever say it's kind of weird having the elephant's ashes here?
No, we don't bring weird people in here.
If you scratch the surface just a little bit, I think we're a pretty weird bunch.
Joe Battenfeld, Fox 25 News.
That was loaded, that line, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that was
Outstanding.
great. Loved it. fun. That was a fun little trip. If you have a place or even a person